Anyway,
so these GCSEs are supposed
I've
to
gone
be...
off on a tangent.
Yeah, these GCSEs are supposed to be leading the rest of their lives. And it's literally a memory test.
When I was a teenager, oh my God, if my mum listens to this, she'll actually die.
So I felt like we did it in a nice, safe way. But that's one child that I know and trust. And
Welcome to the Grab a Coffee podcast. I'm Alice.
I'm Francesca.
Catch up weekly with a coffee where we chat about life running small businesses, juggling motherhood,
And tangents ranging from holiday embarrassment to female hormones and everything in between.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm loving your outfit today.
Thank you so much.
It's so summery and lovely
Thank
but very smart.
It's because I've been at a business event about business, so I wanted to look like a business lady.
Oh, you've been... I was going to say you're going to be a business lady. That's so exciting and fun.
No, it was really interesting actually.
Even your nails match and everything.
Oh yeah, you know me, I like to be coordinated. Do you know what? These nails have lasted
Yeah,
2
you normally
weeks
pick
now.
yours
I
up by now.
It's been over 2 weeks. Yeah, so my next appointment's on Tuesday, I think, next week. I feel like they could start lifting over the weekend, but I'm desperately trying not to touch them.
Well, if you go on Tuesday, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
I have not. So on Tuesday, I reached up to get something out of a cupboard, and I was like, whoa, why does that hurt? And then I remembered.
What your belly was in?
And then I remembered that on Monday, I added a dead bug to my yoga class.
Oh.
And I thought, I wonder if my mums are hurting this morning
probably.
as well.
Yeah.
Because we're doing it nice and gentle. I've done some stretches, sort of sitting on the floor with the legs. It's quite a powerful one that gets the outside of your legs and your lower back. And then, so the soles of your feet are together and your knees are out. And then from there, you lie back and then you can butterfly wing the knees. And then from there, I brought them up into, and then to do the dead bug. It's not dead though, is it? Because it's moving its little insect legs.
Like, help me, dead bug. Dying bug.
Beetle on its back.
A stuck bug.
I thought you'd appreciate that little story.
That's good.
And I must have done, well, I don't know if they did it exactly, but yeah, I had an aching tummy, so I thought, I'll have to do more beetle on the back.
The stranded beetle. That's fun. Good. What else you been on with? What day is it today?
Thursday, yeah. So Minnie had a full day at school yesterday because they had a theatre group in doing a workshop with them to help broach subjects like grooming.
Okay.
The production's called Finding Callum. It's a 10-year-old at a bus stop looking for Callum. I don't actually know any more about it, and she hasn't really told me anything. The only thing she told me was that before they started, they told us that it's going to have bad language and I don't know if she said violence or something.
Violence?
And I said, "Ooh, do you want to tell me what the swear words were?" And she went, "It was only bloody." I said, "Well..."
Minnie's going, "You say that all bloody time, Mum."
I said, "Well, someone said it in Coronation Street this week, so actually it's not that bad."
Well, if it was before the watershed, it's fine. Oh, God, Elodie, I'm sure she swore at a car yesterday. I'm sure she dropped the F-bomb.
Who might she be copying?
I don't know. No potty mouths in this house. We were literally driving back from swimming, and then, like, she was getting really frustrated because we were stuck at the traffic lights. And I was like, it's fine, like, stop being so impatient. She was obviously hungry for a tea. Well, it's fine. We were like, looking at all different coloured cars, and she likes to play a game where she just says, red car, blue car, and finds all different coloured cars in it. And we were just sat at these lights, and there's a few cars in front, and I'm sure she said, "Go fucking car." I said, "Oh, pardon, what did you say to the car?" She was like, "I just don't know why they're not going." And she didn't say it again, so I don't know if she knew that I was like,
Or she'd just try it out.
Well, I can't be 100% sure because, like, she obviously sat in the back, and our car's very loud because it's very old. So I couldn't say for sure that that's what she said, but it did sound like that's what she said. I was like, oh, fuck.
Oh, I really don't know even when she's ever heard that word.
I don't tend to say fucking.
No,
I'd say, like, oh, fuck, if I'm bump myself or something. Yeah. Fucking is a bit more, like, intense, isn't it? It's a bit more angry.
I might say shit or bollocks.
Oh, yeah, say shit. My mum loves saying bollocks. That was, like, her only swear word growing up. She wouldn't swear, but she like I couldn't say bloody hell, but she could say bollocks. It's
just
not
a
proper
good
swearing,
word,
though, is
isn't
it?
it?
That's what you say. It's not proper swearing because it's referring to ball sacks. God, oh God. Anyway, so yeah, that
Talking
was
of
fun
influences
for
over
yours.
children.
Oh yeah, the social media ban.
I
That is
know.
wild news this week.
So Daisy came in from school and said that they were debating it, and I don't think it was planned, but the teacher heard a conversation and went with it with the class.
Was
which
it what
I think's
lesson
quite
was
good,
it?
really.
Was it in a debate class or was it in like English or something?
It won't have been English. They don't sound very fun. So
What's a fun class?
media.
Yeah, media, sociology.
The teacher's good. He seems like, I don't know, just a way of speaking to them that connects instead of pisses them off.
Yeah, nice. That's good.
Some of the teachers just get the backs up. Some of the teachers have got no control whatsoever. And this is not a
But of mutual
criticism.
respect.
This is I would never do it, and I couldn't. It's not a criticism. It's just the way
But
it is.
yeah,
isn't
also
it?
like if you can't like
if you
if you can't do it, don't fucking do it. Sorry. But if also not if you can't do it, if you don't want to. If you don't want to like have authority and mutual respect with secondary school children and it's fucking hard work. Like most people can remember being a teenager. You know what you're getting yourself in for.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Really hard job if you don't want to be there.
I'm really struggling to see the plus sides to being a secondary school
Oh, it must
teacher.
be very rewarding. There are a lot of good kids. Imagine
God,
like
but-
Daisy. Her
Yeah, but
teachers
she's
love
late
her.
all the time, so they've got to constantly pull her up for that and put.
Yeah, but that's the
they've got
attendance
to-
officers, not the like maths teacher, is it?
They've got to put the good children into isolation, knowing that's having a detrimental effect on the rest of the day and their attitude to it and learning. It doesn't work for kids like Daisy.
See, I genuinely think that schools, if they chose to, could have a little bit more of a backbone with that and just not do that. I think they could make their own decisions on that. I know they're like government-run schools, but who's
no, 'cause
going to
not all
fucking
of
dob
them
them
have-
in
not-
for...
It's the PD system that John Townsley brought in for the Gorse Academies. Not all high schools are going to be like that at all. I think they all use some form of isolation, but it's there's a very clear example and pyramid in the planner of how you get into detentions and isolations.
So are all the Morley ones Gorse? All the secondary schools in Morley
I don't know
Gorse?
if they're all Gorse, but I know that Morley Academy and Bruncliffe are. And then there's an actual Gorse Academy in Leeds where we're going to watch a Shakespeare performance.
Ooh.
I know, can't wait for that.
Which play is it?
Um,
Oh, pressure. Pushing down on you.
I was literally going under pressure. Much ado about disco.
Oh,
And there's
fun.
a picture of William Shakespeare in a purple glittery sequin.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Jacket.
Shakespeare plays are quite fun.
Yeah, and she's learned. So she was really annoyed yesterday when she came home and she said, and I've actually forgotten the words that she used because I didn't know what it was either, and it was something in media. She said, I forgot what this was, and her friend was there, and she said, I did too, and she said, everyone forgot, and then they tried to explain what it was, and they couldn't really properly fully explain what this like contract thing was of when you are on certain channels or platforms or whatever as not as an artist but as the program itself. So you might have written.
I'm going to be honest, I've got no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
All these things that she'd forgotten in this
Oh,
exam.
she'd forgotten in the exam. Oh, in the exam, sorry, you'd missed that bit out.
And
it was
she
the exam.
said, well, I said in media, but I suppose
Oh,
it was
no,
a
I thought we were
media
in
exam.
class. Yeah, I don't
And
know.
she said, how can I remember all my Shakespeare script? I remembered that all day. And she'd like rehearses it really strictly. She's worked really hard on this revision for things. And she said, how can I forget that? She said the maths was absolute hell. There was one bit where she felt like she knew how to do it and she answered it, and she said the rest was just awful. And
That's poor teaching. Like, how can a child...
she's had an awful
How
time
can a
with
child be
maths.
going into an exam and only know one bit?
So,
You at least know, like, oh, I kind of do know how to work this out, but... Ooh.
yeah, it was. She's had an awful bad luck with maths teachers, unfortunately.
That's really bad luck because she's not really a mathsy gal, is she?
Exactly, she needed that.
Like double.
She's had one that was good, and I think that was year 9. He was brilliant. He'd made a song to remember a particular formula for something, and she just knows that because she's learnt it through the
songs
song.
Are good. That's why she can learn a Shakespeare. She knows a Shakespeare play because it's a story. If you tell yourself a story or a song, it's easier.
Yeah, maybe, but it's all back to front and doths and ithists and
what?
Doths and ithists.
Oh right, yeah.
She has to like stop, look up, like Google what.
I mean,
means
but it's
in
different to like
language.
learning something about a media thing.
Major contracts with if
yeah,
you've
like
written
that
a
sounds
play
really boring.
for Netflix or you've written it for Prime or whatever, and oh my god.
Sounds like law, not media.
But the exams.
Anyway,
so these GCSEs are supposed
I feel like I've
to
gone
be.
off on a tangent.
Yeah, these GCSEs are supposed to be leading the rest of their lives, and it's literally a memory test.
Yeah, it is. They've always been like
It's
that.
so annoying. I know, but it's not fit for purpose. It's really annoying.
The thing is, like nowadays as well, you do have everything there to look at. I mean, when I was at uni, they did do open book exams as well because they were aware that like you're not. I did a language degree. They were aware like you're never gonna not have a dictionary or some way of looking up a word.
Even in your own language, you're going to want something to clarify.
We did like quite a few open book exams, which was a little bit more progressive than just remember every single thing.
Oh, is that silly? Anyway, so they started this debate in this class, and her and a friend were talking about it, and Daisy's heard that there's some talk of it, social media being shut off at 10 p.m. And she said, the government's not telling me when to go to bed. That's too controlling. And I said, well, isn't it just that you can't have it till you're 16? Do you not think that's like healthy and sensible? You know, there are children that have taken their own lives, and because bullying no longer stops once you leave school, it's there in text,
you can't even go
WhatsApp,
home.
Snapchat. You know, people might even be making videos about it.
It was bad enough.
All sorts of things.
With phones, I remember pictures of girls getting sent around on text. Then. Oh, the thought of like social media terrifies me.
That's really scary. And I mentioned that to her, and she just said, she just said, well, it should be up to the parents. They know. And that this is a 15-year-old, though. Remember, she hasn't got a full experience
she's in
of the world.
Yeah, because she's in a fortunate position where she's got good parents. There are some kids who are just neglected, basically, and not parented, and they're the ones that are severely impacted by having access to social media because then the parents aren't regulating them, so the government have had to step in, basically.
Yeah, and it's too easy to access too much, and it's so private as well. You can nobody knows that you've watched a video that's slowly changing your thought pattern on something major. I think it was something of yours recently. You were myth busting basically about, was it a cellulite?
Oh yeah,
cream?
that advert I got.
So I can totally see how even somebody that, I can read and write, I can understand things, but all that advertising, I can see how you can get swept up in it and think that product is going to really help me. So as a teenager, they're going to believe all sorts of things, get sucked into opinions.
It's propaganda.
Yeah, all of that.
It's all propaganda. It's like, I actually really need a bit of a... I don't know what to do about my Facebook algorithm because I either need a break from it or I need to, like, maybe not go on my personal page for a bit and just go on my business page.
I'll just do it for a business.
But I have to be on my personal page to post in certain groups. But I get sucked in to literal, like, far-right propaganda because I fall down rabbit holes of reading the comments section and then just thinking, how are you all so stupid, and why do you think that stopping the boats is going to solve all of your problems in your life? And like reading all the horrible racist comments about like, why the rescuing them, just let them all drown, and like just awful stuff.
Well, that's horrific.
Not caring about like children being bombed and just awful things.
Yeah.
And I get sucked into reading all these comments thinking, God, these people walk among us. But then it really has like a massive negative impact on my mental well-being. But also, there are people spreading so much shit, and obviously I'm very like balanced and well-rounded person thanks to my good upbringing. But if you're just in this echo chamber of, yeah, brown people have ruined my life, it's brown people's fault that I can't get a council house, like, they're the ones who are harming our women and children. If you're just hearing that
They come
rhetoric
here and
all
get a
the
house
time,
and get a phone
yeah,
and get money,
and
and they don't.
yeah, exactly. And then you've got like the anti-women stuff as well. Like, that's how the incel stuff has started. I was reading an article the other day, I think it was last week, saying a female teacher, has been getting like death threats and rape threats from male students. They've got no respect for the female teachers, and they basically can't do their job because they're women, and the boys just think that they're so above women that they won't listen to them.
So these boys have sucked into...
But this is all because they're getting all this shit from social media, from like Andrew Tate, Tommy Robinson, and that, I think, is why the government have stepped in. And then you've got poor old Daisy, who just wants to learn guitar and watch crochet videos.
She is literally... she's watching... I have heard and seen her watch amazing science teachers on TikTok. I've learned parts of the hearts because I watched it to send it to her and thought, oh my God, this is amazing for her biology. And I was like, I just know that now.
I'm a heart surgeon now.
That tube goes from that side. And she uses YouTube for a lot of her revision. In fact, there are actual links in the school stuff.
I know, I don't know what the schools are going to do.
Primary school uses it for times tables.
Yeah.
There are several links that get sent home in letters to things like that.
Because YouTube have already got the kids bit, I think YouTube, they could have maybe managed that better, not just
but
a
on
blanket
kids, you can't even search those videos.
ban. Oh, really?
Yeah, it's very much...
That's
you're going to watch a Peppa Pig and that's it.
You can watch shitty, endless Peppa Pig, which I actually think is probably one of the worst programmes and is really dysregulating, and it's banned in our house. We don't watch Peppa Pig or Gabby Doll's House. I've told her, and you know what, I used to just tell her it didn't work, and now I'm just honest and I say, no, it makes you really angry. Okay. I said there are some programmes that you watch and they make you feel angry and you don't know that it's happening, and then you are not very nice to mummy and daddy afterwards, and that is why you're not watching it.
Fair enough.
She's like, okay, I'll put Bluey on. Fine, I watch Bluey on Number Blocks.
Oh, mine used to be scared of Number Blocks.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, she loves Number Blocks. Oh my God, she's actually completed it. She's watched every single episode now.
I've gone back to number 0.
Yeah, but she won't watch it from 1. She has to start from at least 10. She's learned about square numbers on Number Blocks.
Perfect.
Like, she's just adding.
And you can get that on the demand channel, can't you?
Yeah, that's on BBC.
Rather than social media, so that's fine.
Anyway, so yeah, like, it's a bit ludicrous that, like, under 5s can still access, like, Peppa Pig and Bing. But teenagers can't watch videos about science.
And people opening packages. That's all on kids' YouTube. And adult hands opening up things. And,
doing little toys.
I have the little pink octopus.
Oh, yeah.
And that just drives you
absolute
mad.
drivel.
But they can't, they won't be able to...
can't watch video about the heart.
And times tables. Spellings and...
I think, like, I personally do agree with it because I've been worried about this as Elliot is getting older. I mean, she's still only 4, but it does obviously creep up, and I know that when she starts primary school, there will be children probably in reception who have mobile phones, which is
there shouldn't be,
insane.
But by year 5 at least
they will, and
because they're allowed to walk home, so everybody's like, well, she's taking her phone to school. Yeah, they get taken and put in a cupboard and given back.
She's not having a phone in primary.
But for us, it was different. It was the middle of COVID, and we said to Daisy that she could have one when she was 10 because she was talking to my mum more on it. She was, there was a few friends of the mums that I knew, and they could all have these little chit chats on it, and she could use it.
Yeah.
And we said because when you go to high school, you'll be walking there and back on your own.
Yeah, I think
and you can start
school.
Practicing now for looking after it. Obviously, we never bought her like a new all singing or dancing or anything like that. And then keeping up those conversations, saying you can have certain things that we're always connected on, and we look at settings and blocking, all that sort of thing. So I felt like we did it in a nice, safe way. But that's one child that I know and trust, and
yeah, exactly, that you've parented and raised.
So I totally get it. I totally get why it needs to happen and think that it's a good idea, and there's absolutely no need for a child under, especially in primary school, to have any of that
There
information.
isn't.
Do you know what was really
you know
scary?
what as well? People saying like, oh, well, you get all this information from it. I'm like, yeah, but you could also just like read a book with your child.
So we're going back to massive encyclopedias.
But no,
I just never took in that information.
But like, well, how do you know? I bet you did at primary school. I bet you knew.
Oh, I used to dread it. I used to sit there with this massive book in front of me.
Yeah,
and
okay,
just
this isn't it. Yeah, okay, but yeah.
If she'd put a video up, I'd have been like, oh, I know the song for
We've
that.
already established your school life was hell because it was a stupid private school with silly hats.
Two different private schools, then two different normal schools.
Like, yeah,
My
so you've
God.
not. Private, like,
But it was still in
like,
the time when you had a massive encyclopedia.
Yeah, but now books, like educational books for children, they're fun. There's
maybe actually, yeah.
It's colourful. Like if you take,
and the teacher might have delivered it in a better way.
Children to the library, and if a lady says to me, I want to learn about rockets or whatever, spaceships or
yes,
planets. She's got a great book about planets.
Yeah, I would still do that. Yeah,
you know. You can like go old school and find a book, and it will be designed for children to learn.
And then how you deliver that information around it is better. Yeah, no, that is good. That is better.
Yeah.
So yeah,
there is good access for things like that.
That's something that I've noticed with now that I've got two primary schools on the go while we're moving.
The difference.
So everything at the old school is on an app. Which, okay, yes, you know, it's one thing in my hand and I can't lose a piece of paper, but it has definitely got its downsides. All the homework is given on that, so you can't print it. You've got to sit there with your phone and be like, right, we're going to write down this. So the child isn't getting those lovely books like you're saying. It's you. We're getting links back, so you know this is your login for this, for your timetables, this is your login for this.
God.
So everything then requires them to come and sit on my laptop with me. So yes, it's a joint thing together, but no one has ever said go to library and get the book about space. This other
here's
school
a sheet of paper
that
and
we've
like
moved
helping
to
them write
is back to we get a text if it's necessary. So a club was cancelled the other week, and so that club was cancelled. We got the text. Okay, fine. There was a plant sale. I got the text. Oh, I'll take £1 with me. He'll want to buy a plant, and he did. And in his book bag, a physical book bag, there is a physical piece of paper on a Friday with his little bit of homework. So last week it was expand these sentences. So the boy shouted, and you create a lovely long descriptive sentence out of each of those things. We've never done that before because we've never had a piece of paper. A little slip of spellings. He did it with Daisy, so it was extra fun. Little slip of spellings and his times tables just for him to go over, and then 2 rows for the answer so you can do it and then do it again and practice and all that jazz. So he's actually sitting there and doing his homework.
And he's not on a screen.
And he's not having to use it. Yet we still have a login for TT Rockstars for the times tables, but that is quite a fun, interactive game to do it, and it builds your speed up as well. There's lots of different levels on it, and I like that. I would have learnt better with that, but I also have the paper. So we've got a little bit of both at this new school, and I really like that. I've really noticed the difference.
Yeah, that's really nice. We're on week 3 now.
Yeah, we must be, mustn't we?
Is he still enjoying it?
Yeah. So having a little bit of bother with a little boy in the other year 3 class, but we'll mention it and they can look out for it and see what's happening.
Right. We'll get sorted.
But yeah, he said he's looking forward to going on trips because we don't have any trips at the old school. They go to the pantomime once a year, and they've just started doing walks to the library, which will be once a year. I'm sorry,
Elodie literally does that from the age of 2 in her nursery. It's ridiculous.
It is awful that they're not doing trips. I know all schools have had so much money taken off them, and it's never been.
Yeah, but most parents would want to pay for a trip. Like, here's £10.
Yeah.
Or is it that in that school would they not?
I just think across the board you're going to have a group that can't, a group that won't.
But when I was in primary school, there would be like the families who could afford to pay, and I think what they did was basically added a bit on.
The schools always
to
have
cover,
to subsidise.
and then the schools would subsidise, and there'd be a bit in the pot from the parents who could pay. But walking around Morley is free. There's so much you can do for free in Morley. There's not really they could be taking the kids out. It's just effort, isn't it?
A school that my friend works at took the 1 year group to Cannon Hall Farm.
Yeah, I mean that is quite expensive.
They probably have school group.
That's an expensive
prices.
One. But like they could get on the bus into Leeds. They could go to the museum.
Royal Armouries.
They could go to the army. There's so many free things.
Trouble is, coaches are horrifically expensive for schools.
Why do they have to go on a coach? Why can't they use public transport? Get the 52.
Yeah, I think that there might be a teacher listening going, oh my God, I can tell you why, and there'll be a list of safeguarding reasons why you can't get public transport.
The school Lily's going to, in year 6, they go to Edinburgh on the train.
Oh, right, brilliant.
For 2 nights.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's really good.
On the train from York. Schools do it. That school just can't be asked because it's effort filling all the forms in and doing all the...
It does cost them, but surely it enhances their education. When Daisy was there, she went to see the penguins at Lotherton Hall. She went to a castle.
That's all right.
She had other trips as well, I can't remember. She missed her very first trip in reception because she had chicken pox.
Oh, that's sad.
I know, so I took her to grasshoppers. She was only little.
Oh.
So basically, I spoke to my cousin yesterday.
What do the youngest two think about the social media ban? Oh,
they've no idea. They've no idea because I've not said anything to them.
What are you going to do? Just wait till it comes in next year? What are you going to do?
Well, I don't know because...
Which social media do they use? Just YouTube?
Oh, yeah, the other two are on YouTube. I mean, Minnie makes her little YouTube videos all the time. She's really creative and good at it. And
Will you just bypass the thing for her? Because that's obviously a good outlet for her.
That's obviously going to happen, isn't it? Yeah,
because she's creative.
She's really creative. She's enjoying that. It's good for her. I can see it all the time. There's nothing, you can turn off all sorts of settings. It's not, I think, monitored.
I think YouTube should have probably been excluded from the list. Instagram and Facebook, I'd say, there's no need.
There's no need. Snapchat is the devil.
Snapchat, definitely no need. TikTok, probably not even any need because you probably can get all the same information off YouTube.
And it's a little bit more. Well, I don't know. You can end up with.
I think it's the attention span, isn't it? That's having a big impact on children. Yeah. Children can't focus for more than 10 seconds because they're getting they're swiping and getting these dopamine. So
there wouldn't be stamina to read a novel, for example.
Yeah, they couldn't. Or even listening to a teacher or having a conversation. They just switch off. Sitting and doing an activity for a prolonged period of time.
Yeah, that would be
just constantly scrolling for the next few seconds of that dopamine.
That's something that I noticed when Tristan changed.
It literally burns your brain cells.
When he was at his old school, that's what he'd want to do when he'd come home.
Oh, really?
And the Senko told me that was okay because it's like a wind down. She said, you know yourself, if you've had a bad day, you just want to be on your own for a bit, or you want to sit in a dark room with a glass of wine, or that was what she said. So she said it's absolutely fine, obviously not all evening. So I'm thinking, all right then, if they come home and he's just he was always in a mood, and he'd come home and he'd grab something, so he might be going through his little shorts on there, so it's a child playing with the
That's
toy.
why they banned YouTube, isn't it? Because the shorts.
Yeah. So he's going through them and he's just completely like this. But I thought, oh no, half an hour after school, wind down. Yeah. He hasn't hardly done that.
Really?
Wow. I mean, yes, he picked his phone up yesterday actually, but we'd been in that garden about 2 hours.
Wow.
He said, do you think I can do 20 laps? And he literally ran 20 laps around the garden.
Whereas previously his first... Because you said, didn't you, that he always just seems really tired.
Yeah, and moody and argumentative when he comes
thought,
out of school.
Is it just because he's tired from school? But obviously he's not, because he's coming home now full of energy.
Yeah, and then literally did 20 laps on his bike and then ran 20 laps of the garden.
That's a massive change.
And the grass bit of the garden is 25 paces up the middle, so that's how big his circle is doing. It was fantastic, and he was just fine, and he loved it. So it's almost like you've had a really bad day, so I'm just going to be like, oh,
I'm going to doom scroll into oblivion.
He's naturally not needed it. Somebody, I don't think we do, but somebody might always want a massive glass of wine when they get in from work. Yeah. So that was his glass of wine. That was him going, ugh, because he hadn't enjoyed his day. So it was interesting to see that it was actually a negative thing.
In 2 weeks.
Yeah, I noticed at the end of the first week that it was better.
I know that doom scrolling and scrolling is bad, and I do think that, and I've seen so many parents on social media basically saying, no, it's fine for my child, talking about young children as well, and so-and-so needs it to regulate, needs to watch YouTube because they're autistic and they need to regulate. And I just think, I don't have any experience with autism
No.
and ADHD. However, as an adult who is on anti-anxiety medication, I know that social media has a negative impact on my anxiety. Really bad. And I cannot see in what world just staring at a screen and basically doom scrolling is helping a child regulate. Like, they probably would benefit more from doing something creative, or, like painting, or
Something physical. Like, I know there's children that have maybe something to climb on.
Climbing, yeah. I just don't understand how people can justify so much screen time for children when it's so proven to be bad for our brains. Like, literally gives you brain rot.
That's what it's called.
I'm not
yeah.
anti-screen time, and I do use my phone, obviously.
Yeah.
But I think, like, as a grown-up, I think it's really responsible to try and defend giving your child screen time all the time when we know how we feel when we've been on screens too much. What did your cousin have to say about it?
So I spoke to her, so I thought,
Five
she's...
more minutes.
Yeah, no. She's a perfect person to ask about this, because she has a child in year 7. So he's 12 now. And I said, what do you think about it, and what does Thomas think about it? Because I think that might be two different things.
Definitely, yeah.
And she said, well, he doesn't have it, so he doesn't he's not gonna
She's
miss
done well.
what he doesn't have. Oh yeah, oh blimey.
She's done really well.
There's nothing left unmanaged and sorted out in that house. Her dog's amazing. I was like, I thought he was going to jump up, and she was like, oh no, Sam trained him within an inch of his life.
Can you come round here and train Chili?
I trust that dog to bring my washing in and sort my post out. It's amazing.
What breed?
He's a fox red lab.
Oh yeah, labs are really clever.
He's gorgeous.
Beautiful. Fox
anyway,
red. Oh.
She made me hold him while she went in and got a takeout coffee, and I was like, I don't get. And then actually, I was like, oh, cool. He threw his ball for him.
Yeah, trained dogs are fine.
I know, yeah. I was like, I like this one.
Yeah.
But I didn't want him to go. I was like, oh, God.
God, yeah.
Anyway, so he has a phone, and he has, he's allowed certain, he has been on YouTube. It's not like he doesn't have anything, but it's not like Facebook or Instagram. Obviously, he doesn't have that. He's 12. But he has.
But some kids do.
No, I know.
That's the thing.
I know.
Some under 10s have it.
And he enjoys certain things on YouTube that they allow and they're part of, like to watch or to enjoy, like from just daft stuff, but also he can probably access his school like Daisy is. And then, but they have these good open conversations. So there was a message through that, I don't know how, I can't remember how she said, or if it was YouTube or not, from a boy in the year above, and she was like, oh, so and so has messaged me, is this okay? What do we do about it? Because he knows that it's
unsolicited messages.
Yeah, it's dangerous, isn't it? It's the internet's dangerous, not just social media.
Yeah.
She was just like, well, he is probably just saying hi, how do you feel about it? Do you actually know him? Because that's important. It's not just
have you spoken to him before in person?
Friends. It's if you actually know them. Because it's so different for us in our businesses. We just literally want those follows because that boosts our page, it boosts what we get seen. But we're adults and we're okay to, I have had the odd, no, thank God, not ill-meaning person. But as an adult, you just go, oh. And it's fine. But so he came and had that conversation. I think that's what's important, and that's what isn't happening in every family. They're not having these conversations. They're not saying, no, you're just not having that. Because Tristan's like, why can't I have a phone? I want a proper phone. I said, well, you have to wait till you're 10 because Daisy did and Minnie did, and there's absolutely no need for you to have it right now. So he has an actual phone that he uses for those things, but it's not to take out the house. It's not. He can't WhatsApp.
Oh, it's almost like using a tablet.
Yeah, it's one of our old ones, so he can put his little army characters in the grass and make a video.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
Oh.
So I don't really know what the solution is, but
God. Yeah, I think it is so like person dependent, isn't it? But I think the government have done I personally do think they've done the right thing, because parents weren't regulating it and they had to step in, and it is just a predatory place.
The whole internet is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I even remember the internet sort of like coming along in terms of
like MSN,
Find Friends, MSN, and then there was like chat roulette. Well, I don't know.
Oh.
But actual chat rooms, and you
Yeah.
could just be anybody in the world
Yeah.
in there. So we were already sort of on the edge of, it's not.
Me, when I was a teenager, oh my god, if my mum listens to this, she'll actually die.
Ooh.
When I used to have sleepovers, we used to. So I was under 16, probably like 13. We'd be like sitting on MSN, we'd just talk to random boys, we'd go in chat roulette, and they'd all the boys would be taking their shirts off, and we'd be watching them. Like, so fucking bad.
I did not expect you to say that.
So bad. We were up till 3 a.m. just chatting to randomers. I spoke to Liam and he was like, oh yeah, we used to watch chat roulette. Like, everyone did it. But then I think we also knew that we were just there, like, kind of for a laugh and taking the piss. Like, none of us were actually thought that we were going to, like, fall in love with any of these people. Do you know what I mean? We weren't...
Oh, so it potentially could have been like a dating thing.
Yeah, like, we could have been groomed, but we were more, more aware of what we were going into.
Could you actually see on, like, video...
Yeah, we're on videos.
Right, so that means you can see it's a teenager. So there's less danger of it being a 50-year-old man.
No, there was like no, but some would have been like in the 20s.
Oh,
men. Yeah,
that's not nice.
No, I know, it's really bad, isn't it? Or I'd be like talking to boys who are like 18. And they used to say ASL, age, sex, location. I'd always like add a couple of years on. It's terrible. Me and my friends, oh my god. That was like, yeah, that was probably the first kind of experience of the darker bit of the internet. But it's one of the reasons why I actually feel really strongly about the social media ban, because I know how like easy it was as teenage girls there.
You knew it was a bit cheeky and a bit
but we were doing it,
you didn't want your mum to know, but you at the time didn't and wouldn't have been able to grasp just how horrific it could have
like
been.
Now as a parent, I'm like, oh my god, if I found out Elodie was doing that, I would,
because the next stage is those people arranging to meet you. Promising,
I do think we wouldn't have, like, we just wouldn't have. We were just there because we thought it was really funny that if we told a boy to take his t-shirt off, he would.
And they could have been anywhere in the world as well.
Yeah. But
then
still
somebody
awful.
would.
And that was when you had to like seek out, you had to go into these charities, you had to go on MSN, you had to add people.
Whereas now it's just
there. Yeah. In the palm of your hand, everyone's just there. I also think from like what's the word? Body confidence and personal image and like mental well-being side, with filters, and it was bad enough with like the magazines and stuff when I was growing up.
Yeah.
But to be a teenager now, like looking at people's faces and not even knowing if that's their real skin, and we had airbrushing, but it wasn't anything like the stuff you can do now with distorting bodies and faces and everything like that. And I'm really glad that a lot of girls aren't going to have that thrust in their face, because I just don't think that's good for anybody. I find it hard, like, you see so much, like, quote unquote, like, perfection and perfect homes and perfect lives, and it does make you feel shit. And then you have to go and find those other accounts that are just normal, like you are. Like, just normal, like, I'm going to find a normal person and then bring me back down to reality. Because you get sucked in, your algorithm sucks you into this side of the world that isn't great for you to be seeing, because it just makes you feel shitty, even though we have great life.
I got a message once saying, I love that your back to school photo was actual real life. It was Daisy on the sofa, not quite finished her hair, Minnie sitting on her knee, blotchy, tear-stained, bright red face, looking back for the camera. But they were both just like having this hug. And I was like, this is the back to school photo, yay! God. One year Daisy did a crab and balanced her bag on her belly, and that was her back to school photo.
Oh, that's cool.
So there you go.
I think if everybody on the internet was like real and nice and like kind, it would be fine, but unfortunately they're not.
I know.
And if you can't protect if parents can't protect the children, then the government are going to have to step in, because, like you said, people are literally killing themselves.
I know.
And that's awful and so sad. And I don't think people kicking off because, oh, well, my autistic child needs to watch YouTube is...
Well, why don't they just sign in their own account then and put
that's what I mean,
tablet in front of the child?
Like, Sorry, but this parent has literally lost their child. I don't think they give a shit that yours wants to watch YouTube. Like, get a fucking grip, man. Don't know where Melanie gets her potty mouth from.
Nor do I.
I'm worried about social media, but my child drops the F-bomb.
But she told the driver to fuck off the other day.
Oh my god.
Well, we can end on that note if you want.
Yeah, why not?
You need to get to work and...
I need to get to work. I mean, it's all work, but yeah. I've got a new client. My new client. 2 new clients recently.
Oh, they're new. Oh, that's good.
Got a new client come in today, and I had a new one yesterday who came for a second session. Oh my god, the one who came yesterday. She's called Joan. She's 75 and I love her so much.
That's amazing.
I know. I love her. I might message her and see if she's aching or if she's okay. She's amazing. She's really cool. She's so funny. She's got a worse potty mouth than me, actually. She's from the northeast.
Oh, say no more.
She's brilliant. She's brilliant. You'd love her. She was telling me she has 2 boiled eggs on the bus into work. She still works. She still works. She said when she gets on the bus, she has 2 boiled eggs, 2 hard-boiled eggs. I went, oh, I bet you're popular on the bus. She went, I don't give a fuck. I have 2 satsumas afterwards.
That's brilliant.
I think we should all just go through life. I'm going to eat my boiled eggs.
I know, I'm quite looking forward to being a cantankerous old bitch. Yeah. I've had them being rude to me enough.
So funny. I bet people are like, God, egg lady's back on the bus.
Oh yeah, don't sit near there, egg lady sits there.
Oh, I used to have a manager years ago who used to bring hard-boiled eggs and mackerel in, and he'd always get it out when we're in a meeting room. I'm like, and then he knew it wound people. I think he started doing it on purpose for a reaction.
There was in a staff room of one of the schools my mum taught at.
This is the last story.
Yeah, it is. There was a teacher who brought in, it was like this packet burger that you put in the microwave.
Yeah.
And he would always microwave this burger. I mean, how disgusting must
gross.
that have been? Not like he's brought in last night's tea and he's made this gorgeous patty. It's this fully processed in a packet that designed to put in the microwave.
Horrible. They are horrible. They sell them in service stations, don't they?
I don't even look. I don't know.
Horrible. Yeah. No. That would not make you feel good in the afternoon.
I know. Yeah, and he gets look at. I was trying to explain to one of the kids about how, you know, like energy drinks or even just having something caffeinated or a bit of sugar as like feeling like you need this boost. I said in the long run that ends up making you more sluggish, more tired, more unable to do things, and then even craving it because it's like in a little addiction. And I said actually your sleep, your fruit and your veg and your water long term will make that not needed and make it better for you.
Yeah,
and then I said, not saying you can't have a Diet Coke, but you just, if you have one, just leave it a few weeks before you have another one.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of the first things my clients notice when they start is their energy levels. When, like, especially the online ones who are looking at all the nutrition and stuff as well. Like, in the first week, they're like, oh my God, I've got so much more energy. I'm like, yeah, because you're eating properly. Wow, who knew?
So off
food
you go
helps.
to have some food.
So now it's lunchtime.
It is, yeah. I'm thinking about what I can eat now.